Going live. Good afternoon, South Texas Amateur Golf Tour. Guys, we are here. We are all done. Every round has been completed, and we now await the final numbers. For those of you out there who do not know, we are going live here from Brack. Final round, day 4 of the playoffs. Lots of great golf played, lots of low scores. Fight to the bitter end. We do have an official winner for the final day here. A lot of good golf. We'll talk more about that as we get going. But right now we are in a waiting pattern. We have about 15 minutes or so, and we are waiting on Travis and the rest of the tour playoff team finishing up scoring, and we will be going live to bring you guys the top 10 players of the 2023 season, see who finished the strongest, who ends up in the top 10. We're going to see who's earning their spot on the South Texas Match Play Challenge team. The 6 names have already been decided, but we do have more spots to fill, so we're going to get those filled today. And then we are going to be going live horse race, finalizing that last spot. The horse race is always one of the most fun hour and a half of the season. We are looking forward to that. Stay tuned here, hang out with us as we get started and as we roll into the horse race. But for right now, let's talk a little bit about the day. For those of you out there not following along today in the scoring, it's 2 flights. We're down to the top 36 players, 2 flights of 18. Everybody playing today still within reach of making it to the horse race, if not making the team. Today's worth the most amount of points. It's the day to make the big moves. We can talk a little bit about who did what today. Talk a little bit about some of the big scores. First and foremost, we've got Seth Henry. Seth Henry going 5 under today. That gets him first in champ. Dustin Hassan goes 2 under gross on his own. That's a 5 under net. That gives him first place today. Big result for him. That may be the ticket punch into the South Texas Match Play Challenge team, and we'll continue to watch that. Coming out of our first flight, big upset. Jonathan Harder shoots 7 over gross. That's a 78, 350 points. That's a bit. 350 points. Depending on where you're at in the day, that might be an automatic spot on the team. And then Roger Murray, 65, net 65 today. That's a huge number for him. So guys, we are here live. Joining me right now, Dustin Hassan.
What's up, South Texas Am Tour golfers? What is happening? What a beautiful day at Brack. The weather could not have been better the entire weekend. The course was great. I'm so pumped to be here. I can't wait to see some of these results, MD. This is aside from the horse race, this is the most exciting 30 minutes on tour the entire year.
Anticipation through the roof.
Oh, it's great.
We are eventually going to start to see people making their way over to the scoring area. The scoring area right now, currently covered. We'll give you a little sneak peek, or we'll give you a little bit of a look here. Give me 1 second. I apologize. But we'll just flip it around. You can see behind me, Travis and the team are back in there, currently working on some numbers, working on getting the top 10 for us. Dustin, tell us about today. You shoot 2 under, net 69. That actually would have been good enough for second gross, but you end up firing 5 under net. That is enough to put you in first place net today. You played great this weekend at Brackenridge. Talk to us about the weekend. Talk to us about today. How'd you feel about the course, and obviously how'd you feel about your game?
First and foremost, the course was great. The course setup was phenomenal. Shout out to the staff here at Brackenridge, the maintenance crew. Couldn't have asked for better course conditions. Shout out. And shout out to the tournament setup committee. The tournament was set up great both days, Saturday and Sundays. The pins phenomenal. Continued from last week to this week. I think the pin placements, all 4 rounds of these playoffs, were just, I mean, the best. You know, there's very little middle of the greens. You had to go and shake a shot. You had to go get it. So it was great. But you know, I played pretty good all weekend, MD. Pretty solid. 2 bogeys the entire weekend.
I mean, that's phenomenal.
That's really good for me. I was striping the driver. I played with 2 great groups, which helped. But yeah, the greens were great, rolling. You get them on line, the putts will hold their line. They were true. Really shout out to the maintenance crew here.
Yeah, I think one of the other big things to call out too is, I mean, these 2 weekends of golf, arguably are some of the toughest rounds of golf to begin with. But you think of Northern Hills. Northern Hills played long. We had very different weather in the sense of a little bit cooler, but extremely windy.
Right, very calm this weekend.
Super calm. The course, Brack, yesterday we saw a record, low scoring record.
A lot of red on the scoreboard yesterday. Really good scoring day yesterday.
I mean, I played, the group I played with yesterday, we had 18 birdies and 2 eagles.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, it was just a silly day of good scoring. And to be honest, much the same today. I mean, you look at the scores. I mean, you got a 5 under in there. You got a couple of 2 unders, 1 unders. I know Sean Vidal, Mike Freeman, myself flirted under par today. So, I mean, scoring conditions were certainly able to be had. But it's playoffs. Today's the biggest day. You managed to get through last weekend coming in at 11th place. Yeah. You walked out at 11th place, which is hard enough to do. Still in 11th place after the 3rd round. That win today, I think, is a really big. Yes. I think that punches a ticket. That's my speculation and my guess. We're
going to keep our fingers crossed. I tried not to look at the scoreboard too much today. I was in a groove. I was making 5-footers when I needed to. I felt good, and so I just said, you know what? Why look at the scoreboard? What happens happens.
Yep.
Kept playing. I saw you on 13 there. We kind of crossed each other.
Yep.
And I think finally, like on maybe 15 is finally when I pulled it up and looked. And I said, okay, you're up there somewhere. Don't get crazy and just keep, stay in control, 1 shot at a time.
I mean, obviously, you've always been a very steady golfer. You've always been a good golfer, and you've always competed very well within Champ Flight. Arguably, though, the last couple of weeks, and especially this weekend, significantly lower scores. You're shooting under par consistently. What's the change in your game? What's the change in general that's getting you to this position today?
Yeah, having back-to-back rounds like this, tournament rounds in the 60s, that's a first for me. So that's, I played great, and I will attribute it 100% to the tee ball. I've been hitting the tee ball great for weeks now, months, but really the last few weeks just precision. And it's so much easier. Not that this game is easy, but it's so much easier playing from the fairways.
It's easier when you hit it longer and you're in the fairway.
Playing from the trees. There was a time there where I didn't know where the driver was going, and that's tough to play 18 holes of golf, especially in these tournament conditions when you don't know where that tee ball's going.
Absolutely.
So, I totally attribute it to the tee ball.
I mean, I got to play with you on. I hadn't played with you in a while, and we played on that first Saturday.
Yes.
Yes. And golly, I mean, everything right down the middle. And not only that, you were hit. I mean, I feel like you're hitting the ball 10, 15 yards further.
Well,
I think that's what happens when you straighten
my normal shot shape is a cut.
Yeah.
That's what I've really honed in on a little draw over the last 6 months.
Into the club.
And it is fun. The ball goes a little bit further. I know what you mean now, MD.
It's, I mean, I have never, when I think of someone playing like a big draw, like the only person I think of is me. And then I personally never play in Champ. I hadn't played in Champ Flight forever. And I've played now, I'd say, since almost. I have only played with you, Dustin Weldon, Stephen Evans, and Baldo. And I'm watching Stephen Evans hit these giant, massive,
beautiful baby shot. Draw, high draw. I mean,
but then watching you do it, I'm like, golly. I was like, stacked competition this year.
Listen, I'm glad you said that. It is stacked. The competition from, first flight, Champ Flight down, it is tough. It's no joke. Equitable across the fields, but the talent this year has really gone through the roof.
It is one of those things. I mean, there are definitely some people out there who have been on some good stretches. You look at Lazaro Gonzalez.
Oh, he's been playing phenomenal for a good year now.
Yeah, throw. You know, I got 6 wins here in the last couple of months. You've got some guys that are just playing really well and have had multiple wins. But in real life, I mean, trying to win out here these days, no matter what flight you're in, is so difficult.
It's tough. You're right. No matter what flight you're in, you've got to bring it. It is no joke. You've got the likes of Jeremy Jaramillo playing stellar, Seth Henry going off in champ flight. You've got Willie Nichols, who's rolled all year, Greg Graff,
Dustin Weldon,
Jermaine Bowen playing great.
Yep.
I can't wait. They're back there now doing the math. I can't wait till you see everyone kind of herd around over here.
Yeah.
They got they pulled the drawers down. This is the time. This is the time here.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, this is as intense as it gets. And we're gonna have a crowd. We have a crowd amassing here. You've got family, you got friends.
Right.
One of the great things about this tour, one of the great things about this group of people is the fact that we are always here, and people are always here watching. Being on the 18th today, it's fortunate. I got to watch the last couple of groups come in, but at the same time, being a group coming down, and I have 20 people watching.
What's better than sitting here on 18 and watching everyone? It's a par 3 over water. I mean, all eyes are on you. There's out of bounds, right?
Scoring as close as it is. I mean, it just as
the pressure's on.
There were
the lights
5.
Are shining.
I mean, there was at one point in champ flight on net side. I mean, right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
5 people tied at 5 under. Like,
big scorecard playoff.
Big scorecard playoffs and tight groupings. And that's the cool thing. And it's what makes it from the golf course plays hard, the setup plays hard, but then you get into these environments and you've got some people that have never had to be in this situation. You've got some people that do this every year, and you have to figure out, you learn a lot about yourself real quick.
Travis Salkowski says it all the time. These are unteachable moments. You get in round 4 of the playoffs, a team spot on the line, tour championship on the line, step up to 18, you got the wind blowing heavily across, 172, got to carry water, out of bounds right. You got about 25, 30 people watching you over here in the gallery area. We're gonna see what you're made of.
Yeah.
And unteachable moments, MD.
And by the 18th hole, and with scoring as tight as it is, anyone who's hitting on that tee box, especially in those last groups, they know where they're at. And rest assured, we know where they're at.
They better know where they're at.
And that's where, it's not, 180-yard shot with a little, I mean, it's a pin that we know. It's not an incredibly long hole, and there's very minimal wind, but that is one of the toughest shots because you have grinded for 18 holes. You've grinded 17 holes. Now you've got a large group, and there's people in there. We're all friends. We all love each other. We're never hoping anyone does bad, but at the same time, we're also sitting there like, if he doesn't get up and down here, I'm going to jump up to this spot.
Yep.
Or, oh, he just put it in the water. Or, oh, she just stuck it close.
You've hit that shot 3 or 4 other times on the golf course today, but it's different right there.
Yep.
It's different right there when the pressure is really on. Pressure.
And it's, it's one of those things. You have some players, you look at the weekend, you look at, who's going to finish inside top 6, top 10 maybe. You've got a lot of people that, already have a spot on the team. You look at a Mark Kacheski, you look at myself, you look at Lazaro, you look at some of these
Stephen Evans.
But
we're
not
playing.
We'll play the tour
That's right. That is absolutely right. There's our fearless leader.
What's up, everybody?
The commish right
I
here.
didn't mean to interrupt the conversation, but the math is done.
Oh, we were just talking about
we are transferring the math to the final leaderboard. When we're done with the handwriting, we'll pull down the curtains, and I'll give you guys the 3-minute heads up.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, everybody, stay tuned. It's coming quick.
What are we waiting for?
I mean, here we go. It is that time. But it'll be interesting to see what the numbers look like. I think there's
can't wait.
we've got some. I mean, honestly, you have Dustin making a big push today. Seth Henry closed out and kind of did what he needed to do. Dustin Weldon had a big weekend. You've got some of the people that are already.
Jeremy Jaramillo, big weekend.
Jeremy, big weekend. I mean, you got Trace Davis. You got,
Greg Graff coming in at number 1.
Yeah.
How did he finish today? He was in command.
We're gonna see some changes in the leaderboard for sure.
So. I think so. There's gonna be some shuffling up there, MD.
It's gonna be a lot of shuffling.
And who can forget? I don't know if we've mentioned the horse race.
The horse race. I mean, we talked about it briefly, but that is the biggest. That is the best hour and a half of the entire season. That is, for those of you who are not aware of what the horse race is, we're going to get our South Texas top 10 plus the remaining spots available for the South Texas match play team. But the last spot is won and decided in the horse race. 4 players,
I love it,
move up to hole number 1, and they play until we have a decided winner, and that winner takes the final spot on the South Texas match play team. The amount of pressure.
I think it's important to say that it is net, right? We work off
net.
of net on the horse race, right? So completely equitable. You could have a chance, first, second, third flighter. You could have
We've seen it. We've seen many different outcomes, many scenarios throughout the years.
I think that this is one of the best decisions that Travis and the tournament committee came up with, making a horse race for that final spot. It is nerve-wracking if you're a participant, and it is so exciting if you are a spectator. So.
It's also nerve-wracking if it's a friend. if it's you sit there and you're watching them. I think about Jeremy Semlinger watching Chris Espinoza last year.
Fun fact, I was on the bag for in 2018, the very first horse race for Jason Cross. And Jason Cross, and this was the only horse race that only went one hole. So Jason Cross pulled it out, made a 30-footer, 25-footer, 5-net 4 on number 1. I don't think he realized that he even won after number 1. But every year since has gone at least 3 holes. I think the most we've gone is 4, MD. We've never seen number 5 in a horse race. Will we get there today? Stay tuned to see. But it's going to be exciting.
Yep, and again, the interesting piece of that being net.
Yes.
I mean, that is
it's anyone's game.
It is anyone's game. There's a lot of opportunity. And you know what? This is a great opportunity for whoever's in that horse race. This is a great opportunity for them to debut their skill under pressure. The winner of that horse race making the South Texas match play team, they are going to be in that situation. They're going to be in a similar situation come the second weekend of November when we are in Houston at High Meadow Ranch. Even thinking like High Meadow Ranch golf course in Tomball, Houston. The golf course is gorgeous. That's going to be really, really fun. But this is the horse race is going to be exciting because they're going to see a lot of pressure.
Listen, and if you notice, MD, let's turn the camera that way over there. I mean, look at everyone. I mean, they're waiting. They're biting their fingernails. People are looking. Am I in? I've already seen people. There are people on the putting green. They're practicing, MD.
Yep.
People that feel they're on that bubble. They're already hitting putts on the putting green. I talked to David Thomas earlier. He feels like he was on that cusp line for the horse race. David Thomas participated in the horse race last year, actually came out a winner in the horse race.
He is a team member.
He's a veteran. I asked him specifically, what do you think that experience is going to do for you? He was humble in his answer, but you got to think if you're in the horse race and you've been there before, that experience has to bode well for you.
Now, it's also fun to mention that all of these people are sitting here on 18. Open play is coming through. And you've got people that are just out here, weekend warriors. I'm out here for fun. I'm out here just playing. And I've got a freaking gallery watching me on 18 hitting shots. And I've seen better shots so far from some of the open play than some of the champion first fighters. Stephen Evans out there yelling at me saying, let's look at the leaderboard. Let's look at the leaderboard. Or let's look at the points standings right now. Now this is just round 2. I will go and pull the information. But we'll get some updated point standings. But to be honest, at this point, in this moment,
it's about to get real. The curtain's about to come down.
Curtain is about to come down.
I see Jason Bird walking around the side. If Jason Bird's back there, you know math is being accomplished.
Yes, maybe not well. It's being accomplished.
Yeah, I mean, if there's some IT stuff, he's your man.
Yeah,
arithmetic.
Thank God for Excel and all the good calculations it can do. But yeah, right now we are anxiously waiting.
You could cut the tension with a knife.
You can cut the tension with a knife. That is correct.
You can cut a lot more, I guess, with a knife.
I mean, you've got players, you've got family members here.
Oh yes, that's right. There was a big gallery following the last group today, and that's what we love. The final group today, there had to be.
They had like 8 carts in that group today.
I was going to say there had to be 15 people.
I mean, there were two of the 4 people were walking. So there was probably 5 or 6 carts worth of people out there watching. And then, of course, you have everybody waiting on 18, and then you have everyone sitting in the patio area watching 17 as well. So at no point are you able to be walking around this golf course and not have eyes on you. I mean, it again, added pressure.
Yep.
The last thing you want to do is make that double bogey in front of 20, 30 people.
It's a testament, MD, to the commitment of the family too. I mean, these all these golfers are giving up every other week throughout the year, sometimes back-to-back weeks.
Yep,
takes a toll. And your family to show up out here, they're walking. They know how much of a, how big of a deal this is for you. It's really touching, and it's something to be said about the family.
Well,
couldn't do it without the family. And one of the other really cool things, we have people that come from all over. We have a lot of people in Austin. We have people who bum it out in Hondo. I mean, we have people coming in from Jolly Saddler. I mean, we have people that come out from all over the place. I had my mom, my wife, and my daughter here yesterday. That was the first time they'd ever come to. Great seeing them.
Like, that was, I mean, out of anything else that happens this weekend, that was the highlight for me. Like, just having my family there and getting to go compete and letting them,
I watched you walking down 13 fairway with Emma, and it was, I mean, I'm in the middle of a tournament round of golf, and I stopped and I said, man, isn't that cute? Isn't that adorable right there? And she was fully engaged.
Oh my God. Like, she was, I mean, she was my little caddy. It was perfect.
Fully engaged.
She is walking with me. She is talking to me. She was the perfect caddy. And then, I'm sitting there. She's like, Daddy, you going to hit the green? I was like, yeah. And you know what? There's no better motivator than that child, because I get if I FaceTime my beautiful bride and say, hey, babe, I'm getting ready to go play. I'm not going to talk to you for a few hours. I'll see ya. Like, let me say hi to Emma. And then Emma just will come on camera and go, Daddy, bring home cookie? Like, there's no more pressure in that world to me than having to make sure I bring home a cookie, because I know she's going to be disappointed in me. Like, that's my motivation to go out and win and do anything.
Well, listen, as many cookies as you want this year, you better be taking her to the dentist, because she'll have a cavity.
The good news is she's 3.5. Those teeth are falling out. It's fine. It's fine.
Give them to her now. Well,
yeah.
You made her proud this year, MD. You really did. All year long.
Well, the first 2 years of her life, she didn't get cookies. So, and actually, I take that back. I think I did win a couple of times when she was like a baby, and I told Laura, she's like, "Are you gonna bring that cookie home and share it with Emma?" Absolutely. Never made it past. Never made it out of the parking lot with the cookie.
They are good. Listen, the Chex Mix she brought out today. I went up to her actually after today and said, I wanted to pull you aside specifically to say how good that Chex Mix was. It fed me both days. I munched on it a couple times yesterday, a couple times today. Did the job. Really good work. Laura Lewis at Cake Place and more.
Shout out to the Cake Place more. I'd be honest, the Chex Mix and all this stuff kept me alive. I as you know, and as the viewers out there know, I have turned to Fireball to help me out in my round. My wife came home with a party pack, one of the tubs, and she's like, "You gonna take some of these this weekend?" I'm like, "I'm just gonna take the whole thing." I was handing out fireballs.
Very generous. You're very generous.
I'm happy to share them. I already am fortunate enough. I made the team. No pressure on me. I'm going to go out and.
Yeah, I wonder if you would have been having those fireballs and passing them out had you not made the team already.
I think they would have been more for my nerves than they were for just me having fun.
Like, these are mine.
Like it was less of a swing juice and more of like a, oh my god, I'm freaking out kind of thing. Like, I can't tell you the last time I don't think. I'm trying to think of when the last time I played 4 full rounds of playoffs. I mean, it's a grind.
You know, I got cut last year. I was fortunate enough,
I think,
to make the team in the spring last year, and I got cut after the 3rd round last year.
Well, I think it went me in the first. I think it went Bird first round,
right.
Me second round, and you and Casey 3rd round.
It's no joke.
Casey only got knocked out by half a point.
It's no joke. No joke. The competition is stout.
I mean, it is.
You've got to bring it every week if you're going to advance around here, and I can't wait. There's Laz. Hey, Laz.
Got
coming in.
Laz.
Say hi to the viewers out there. Laz on a roll.
Playing out of your mind.
Well, you walked in at the right time.
At the right time. Laz playing some great.
We're ready.
Golf.
We're going to see the scores here pretty soon.
Okay,
Huh?
We are getting plenty of people. Shout out Steven Emanuelian, Papa D. Yeah, I do need some booze to play. Playing a little hurt, and it helps a little bit. And you know, it's also fun to try and get some of your competition a little tipsy too. Maybe that was
it's all about the gamesmanship.
It's a strategy.
There's a little gamesmanship.
Gamesmanship.
Right? Listen,
like, what are you gonna
take this shot?
Take this shot.
It's 9:30 in the morning, but it's okay.
9:30. You're already 3 behind.
Yes.
Like, come on.
I hear stapling. So that tells me one thing.
Oh,
they are
boy.
covered. They've got the results written down. They are covering them one at a time because they will go. The ultimate reveal is upon us.
Yep.
That's that sound.
We are moments away. It is. I mean, it's crazy to think. In December, we're talking about the new tour change, new name, new logo. We're talking about the new season. We get to January, all of a sudden it's Monster Day, and then it feels like a blink of an eye, and it's final day of playoffs here.
Yeah, I mean, where did this year go? Where did this season go? Shout out to Travis Salkowski for all he does for the tour and the amateur golfers of San Antonio. In addition, this year, the professional golfers of San Antonio, the professional division. We had a handful of professional division tournaments. Yep. They were fabulous. You saw people come out and go low. Can't wait to see, what that brings us into next year. But really, shout out to Travis Salkowski. Shout out to the tour ambassadors. It's really, it takes a unit.
Yep.
And I'm so appreciative that everyone spends their time doing this for the golfers of San Antonio.
Yep. I mean, it's no one here gets paid for their ambassadorship.
Right.
This is people who are obsessed with golf, obsessed with what Travis has created, and obsessed with bringing fun, competitive golf to San Antonio and doing something different than what anyone else is doing.
And let's face it, MD, it's a community. It's a community. I mean, you come out here, you build relationships with individuals. I'm fortunate with some of the relationships I've met. MD, Travis, Bird, Casey. I mean, it's these are friendships for life.
Yep.
So golf has brought us together, and it's doing a lot for San Antonio.
Yeah. I mean, it's truly amazing. I mean,
look at that.
Oh,
Looky here.
okay, guys, we're starting.
Pulling it down.
We're starting to see. Starting to see it come down.
We're seeing some reveal.
We are going to take a quick pause to get set up.
Good call, MD.
We are going to stay live, but we are going to take a quick pause. I'm going to turn the screen over to something else. But we are going to go take a brief moment here, get positioned, and we'll come back to you guys.
Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. All right, everybody. We are here. We are getting ready to announce our winners. Check it out. We have our gallery here. Everyone anxiously waiting to see where they finish the season, who makes the team, as well as who is going to be in the horse race to decide who takes the last spot on the team. Travis Okowski.
How's it going, everybody?
Travis, what do we got back here? What are we looking at?
Okay, terrific. This is the final point standings from the 4th round of the playoffs today at Brackenridge Park. Our final top 10 is on the left-hand side, covered up, so we can go from the bottom up, 10th to tour champion. Then on the right-hand side are the spots that fill out the South Texas Match Play Challenge team, the sponsor selection, the wild card, and the 4-for-1 horse race this year. So I'm going to go ahead and start, okay?
Yep.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out. What a terrific, beautiful day to wrap up the 2023 South Texas Golf Tour season. Great playing, low scores. Shout out to Brack's course conditions. What an awesome playing surface we had for this weekend. Okay, without further ado, we're going to do the left-hand side of our board, which is the final top 10 in playoff point standings. Final top 10 in playoff point standings. I don't have them written down, so I'm going to go with you. Okay, terrific. Hold on. I can do it this way. Perfect. Perfect. I can't see. It's terrific. Where's 10? Right here. Start with 10. Okay. All right. In 10th place, please welcome to the South Texas Match Play Challenge team, Trace Davis. In 9th place, already on the South Texas Match Play Challenge team, holding the camera, Mike Dermanuelli. In 8th place. Man, so exciting. In 8th place, please welcome to the Match Play team, Greg Brack.
Woo!
7th place. We're on 7th place now. Please welcome to the Match Play team, Dustin Weldon. In 6th place, already on the Match Play team, Miss Morgan Graff. In 5th place, fantastic play today. Please welcome to the Match Play team, Jonathan Harder. In 4th place, please welcome to the Match Play team, Dustin Hassan.
Woo!
In 3rd place, please welcome to the Match Play team, Jeremy Paramio.
Woo!
In 2nd place, please welcome to the South Texas Match Play Challenge team, Seth Henry.
Good boy.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2023 Tour champion, Mr. Lazaro Gonzalez. The full, complete point standings will be posted on the website later tonight following the horse race, so everyone can see where they wrapped up. We're going to stop with the top 10 there in order, and we're going to move over to the 2023 sponsor selection. The 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge, sponsored by Par 5 Spray Foam and Mr. Jolly Shackelford. Thank you, Jolly Shackelford. The wild card selection. The wild card selection equals the most points in spring, plus summer, plus the playoffs. The most points earned at this stage in the game not to have their name called for the team already. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 wild card, Mr. Bradley.
Yeah, BG. There you go, BG.
Woo!
Oh yeah, BG.
You ain't even got a birdie one.
That brings us to the next four. I know, it's the best part. The last spot on the team is rounded out every year by competing in a horse race. This year it is a 4-for-1 horse race. It is the next four people on the point standings list not to make the team. In this year it was number 12, 13, 16, and 18 in the point standings. Next on the number one team for the 2023 horse race to determine the final spot on this year's match play team. Jermaine Bowen. Roger Murray. David Thomas. That is last year's horse race winner, David Thomas. And the final contestant in the 2023 horse race is Ruben Ramirez.
They've got how many minutes? Now.
All right, everybody. We are getting ready to head to number one. There
Ladies and
you
gentlemen,
have it.
for those
Jermaine
that
Bowen,
are wondering,
Roger Murray, David
first
Thomas,
out,
and Ruben Ramirez.
Tom Nelson.
Last four in for the horse
Second
race.
out,
It's going to be
Dennis
intense.
Stanowski.
Hang tight,
And
and
even
we
more
will be
painfully,
right
third
back.
out,
Don't go anywhere. We are going to be
Dakota
right
Alvarez.
back with the horse race live. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are here by the putting green, actually by the first tee box here at Brack, and we are going to be following along here as the round kicks off. As we get to the start of this horse race, we are going to go live. We're going to have some correspondents out in the field. Dustin Hassan, we're going to have Stephen Evans, team members currently on the team are going to be out and watching with us and joining us live, just like we would any other podcast. Guys, it's going to be a lot of fun. Stay tuned. Let's flip the camera around and let's watch a little bit. So Jermaine Bowen standing on the tee box right now, getting a little practice swing in. Behind him, we've got Roger Murray, we've got Ruben Ramirez, and Nick Lewis. All had really good weekends, all of whom battled back to be in this position, and we are getting ready to go here. And here comes Travis Okowski. We're going to get the handicaps and that information identified. We are playing net golf right now, so there are handicaps and there are strokes depending on the hole that we're playing. So Travis is getting the scorecards and getting that information calculated before we get the first tee. Guys, feel free to comment who do you think is walking away here with the win. We've got another big crowd. This is, again, this is some of the most intense golf. This is going to be the craziest 45 minutes, hour of golf that we see all year. So be ready. Okay, I'm going to bring you in.
Yeah, do you want to do the camera? You're going to not camera? Like, do I do anything for camera?
No, you can leave it there. Okay. All right, we are adding. We have Dustin. Apologize for that.
Guys? What's up, guys?
We have Dustin Hassan joining us. Dustin, how you doing, buddy?
I am fabulous. Listen, it's so much better to be a spectator right now than being involved in this horse race.
Absolutely. There is no more pressure than playing in the horse race, and to have a spot secured on the team, and to just get to watch and enjoy is a completely amazing thing.
Listen, MD, here we go. Here's Travis. He's about to announce.
Yep. And we're going to go ahead and bring Stephen Evans in as well, an on-course reporter. Stephen Evans, welcome to the program.
What's up, guys? How is everyone doing out there?
A big
Say again?
day.
I'm on the course reporter.
You're on course reporter.
We are live right now.
Terrific.
We
are live.
We are live right
We are live. Yeah.
Everybody is terrific. Hello, everybody.
Well, he's not going to. Oh, yeah. Just turn the camera off.
Okay, that works. Yeah, there we go.
But before we begin the horse race, the playoffs have concluded. All 4 rounds are over. 100 down to 36, and that has been whittled down to 15 team members. Before we start the horse race, I would like to recognize this year's 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge team. When I call your name, come join me up here, and we'll keep the applause going as long as we can. Willie Nickel. And a boy Willie. Morgan Brown. And a girl. Mark Kacheski. Rossero Gonzalez. Woo! Mr. Manuelian. Woo! And me. Stephen Evans. And Seth Henry. Woo! Jeremy Armio.
Woo!
Justin Hassan. Woo! Jonathan Harder. Justin Weldon. Greg Brack. Grace Davis. And Brad Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge team -1.
That's a strong team right here. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Get that trophy back.
We're going to get it, boys. We're going to get it. Thank you all. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's fill the team out, right?
Let's do it.
Let's fill it out.
All right.
Back up.
Hey, come back.
Hey, come back.
More.
Go photo. Shortest in the front. An hour.
Get in there.
Oh, me too.
Oh yeah, MD's in the front.
Your 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge team -1.
All right. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Come on.
What is a horse race, you ask?
Who asked that?
Who asked? You asked. That's where we're at. All right, it is time for the horse race. 4 players will start, 1 will remain. A horse race. 4 golfers. If the first hole is 4, 5, 5, 6, only the 6 is eliminated on this hole. The other 3 advance. It is sudden death when it gets down to 2 people. Then it is winner take all. This is a net competition as well, with every player getting all of their handicap allotment. The 2023 horse race competitors are Jermaine Bowen, woo, woo. Roger Murray, woo. David Thomas, woo. And Ruben Ramirez.
Here we go.
Ruben is a 7 from the black tees. David is an 11 from the blue tees. Jermaine, you are a 19 from the blue tees. And Roger, you are a 25 from the blue tees. On the first hole, first to play will be Ruben, then David, then Jermaine, then Roger. Jermaine and Roger receive each other on this hole. Gentlemen, any questions before we begin? Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for your horse
All right,
race
guys.
competitors.
We are getting ready to go.
Good luck. Good luck.
Ruben will be kickstarting it.
At this time, Ruben Ramirez, he is yours.
Yeah.
Slightly up the right hand side.
Kick left. Kick left.
Just
Yeah,
short.
you're fine. You're fine. Great ball, Ruben.
Ruben comes up just short of the bunker on the right-hand side. Absolutely great shot. That is position A. Pin is playing front left today. Excuse me, middle left today.
Next to play, Mr. David Thomas. Woo!
All right. DT is a former team member of the South Texas Match Play team. Made his way onto the team last year in the horse race. We'll see if that experience can pay off for him today. DT, no fear, right down the middle, drifting a little bit to the right. going to come up short of that bunker.
And let's mention, he's a veteran in the horse race, David Thomas. This isn't his first go-around.
It is not. He's used to this pressure.
He knows, as Travis Salkowski would say, unteachable moments.
All right, here we go. Jermaine Bowen getting ready to tee off. Jermaine's had an incredible season. Worked really hard, put himself in position to be here today. Let's see what he can do.
Really strong summer season.
Jermaine loses it out to the right a little bit.
Takes it out. Yeah, it's going to be just fine out there.
Looks like he hit the tree and dropped down.
Next
He
play, Mr. Roger Murray. Get over.
All right, Roger Murray putting it through the trees on the left side, but you know what? Looks like it worked its way through all right, and we make our way. What an absolutely incredible sight. You've got endless amounts of people here. You've got team members, you've got family, you've got friends, you've got competitors, you've got people on the bag. Brad Gilbert picking up the bag for his friend David Thomas, caddying for him. Brad Gilbert making the team in the wild card pick this year. Super, super exciting, and he's here to support his friend David Thomas on the bag. These two have a lot of experience in the horse race and South Texas match play in general, so exciting to see what they're going to do together.
Sorry there, guys. Listen, this is what it's all about here, guys. Look at Brad Gilbert on the bag for David Thomas. The pressure is on. What are these gentlemen going to do? It's going to be exciting. I can't wait to see our final member of the team. We've got a little congestion over here to the left, MD. I don't know what this is. There's a ball over here. Okay. We've got Roger Murray hitting his second shot back here.
All right, Roger looks like
caddies on the bag right now. You've got to think that they're asking them to bring the pressure off. There's a lot of pressure right now. I feel it. I feel it as we're walking down the one.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the best things here is, all these guys have played today. All these guys either made the team or, they've competed really well and gotten to the point. All these guys are doing is just providing some additional information, and more importantly, I think adding a level of relaxation for these guys.
Oh, absolutely.
It's one of those things.
They're talking it out. It helps having someone on the bag. It helps having not only someone on the bag, but someone who knows your game. Someone who can talk you off that ledge. Someone who can tell you, no, it's a wedge, not a 9-iron. I mean, this is what it's all about.
Right, we get ready for Roger Murray to take his second shot into the green.
That's correct.
It's up and away.
Good contact.
It sounded really clean. He put it just down the left side. He's probably got about 120 yards out. And here we see David Thomas, Brad Gilbert walking up to their tee shots with Ruben.
MD, I played with Brad Gilbert today. He was very stoic on the course. He had a job to do. And you know what? He got it done, MD. He was our wild card pick. He secured a spot on the team. And he's in.
And you got to give Brad a lot of credit. He came into the playoffs, with high expectations, struggled, and had a little bit of trouble, but spent the better part of this weekend really battling back, putting himself in a position to find that wild card spot. He's had a super consistent and just really amazing season in general, and enough points that even if he didn't have the playoff season he wanted, he did so well during the regular year and in the playoffs. He takes home a spot, so that's great for him.
Indeed. Hats off to everyone in this horse race. Everybody in this horse race has given it all year long. You don't get to this point by lollygagging throughout the year.
I mean, what a cool
Shout out to every
selection
competitor.
in the horse race. I mean, a 7 to a 25 handicap distribution. Yes. I mean, it really is. It really comes from every flight. Yeah.
You say it all the time, Travis. It's equitable across the field, and that's what makes the South Texas Amateur Golf Tour so special. You're not going to have just champ flighters everywhere, first flighters. Everyone has a chance, and that's what I love the most about it.
I agree completely. It looks like Jermaine's first to play.
Yes, let's get ready for Jermaine.
Does Jermaine have a bit of tree trouble up there?
He did catch the tree. It dropped straight down, I think.
If you can get one up and turn it right to left, Stephen, if you can get one up and around the green, he's got to have 160 yards back there, 160 yards.
I mean, this is the definition of pressure. I mean, there's 60 people watching right now.
This is what gets you ready for the South Texas Match Play Challenge right here.
Unteachable moment.
Shot is away.
It's up 3 fairway. He's given himself an angle.
Okay, that's right. Listen, that's okay. Listen, with the pin on the left side, Trav, that's a good play. Maybe
that's a
good
play.
Plenty of room to play with.
Angles. That's correct.
I'd probably say he has maybe 70 yards, about a 70-yard pitch from right there.
A lot of green to work with also, Stephen.
And then Ruben, he's short of the bunker, correct?
Yeah, Ruben is setting up right now. He's getting ready. I don't know if Ruben or Roger Murray is going to play first here. Roger Murray is looking at his ball. He's examining his shot. They're kind of looking at each other right now. I don't know who's going to pull the trigger first. Looks like Roger. Looks like Roger.
Roger. And this is Roger's third shot.
That's correct. Roger is laying 2.
If I was in this position, I would always like to go first, try and get it on the green, put a bit of pressure on your opponents.
100% correct, Stephen. Put one on the green, maybe inside 15 feet. Put pressure on your opponent.
That's a good shot.
Oh, it's left, long and left, I think. Right here. Watch out, guys.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's
here we go. We see it.
Up and down back there.
A little bit short-sided right there.
He'll have a little bit of green to work with, but it's all moving away from him. Not where you want to be.
Next to play, Ruben Ramirez getting set.
This is quite a big, healthy wind, probably down off the right here.
I agree with you. Oh,
Ruben's away.
This looks short.
A little chunky. Oh, and pulled in the left.
Okay, yeah, in the bunker.
He's going to be down the bottom middle, so that could help him.
And I think Ruben just got caught up in that lie. That rough is so fluffy. I think he just caught it a little heavy, and that's kind of what ends up being the result there. Next to play, David Thomas out of the bunker, though.
His ball's on the downslope over here, Ruben. It's going to be a difficult third. Looks like they're taking full advantage of the lift, clean, and rake in place back there. David Thomas, a veteran in the horse race. He's been here before. He was here last year.
David's just such a consistent golfer. He's just been around. He hangs around all the time, and he never really falls out of contention. He very quietly works his way around the golf course, very humbly works his way around the golf course. He's got a little bit of an upslope here.
This is a tough yardage for a bunker shot right here.
Yeah,
come out skinny. It's going to be long and right of the green.
I mean, it is anyone's game right now, gentlemen. It is anyone's game.
And for those of you watching at home, again, keep it. I'm going to do a quick pan.
We've got Jermaine Bowen
all down the fairway here.
Jermaine Bowen set to hit his third.
This is a good angle for Jermaine right here.
He's got a great angle, Stephen. I
probably playing straight downwind right here, but it's a good angle for this pin position.
A lot
He's
of
wide open with plenty of green to work with.
Wedge in his hand. See what he does.
Oh.
Catches it off the toe and just goes dead right. It's okay. He's in perfectly fine position. Everyone is everyone is having a little bit of difficult time right now with this hole, so he is still well within it.
It is anyone's game right now, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
This is a look at what Ruben has to face right here. You know, he's in the bunker, in the back portion of the bunker, maybe on a little downslope, but can definitely take advantage of the lift rake in place right here to maybe, you know, give himself a good lie, get some sand under the ball, you know, because he is very short-sided right here. He probably has about 4 or 5 yards of green to work with once he gets on the green.
Stephen, it looks like he's on the downslope there as well.
Yes, that is correct.
It's not favoring.
I'm standing over here with Jermaine. He's probably got about a 45-yard shot. He's got a big bunker looking in front of him. He doesn't have a clear sign of the green itself or the pin. But, you know, it's one of those shots. You got to commit to the swing here and just put it up over these bunkers. The bunker is very easily gets in your head.
He definitely has a lot of green to work with right here, does Jermaine. But, you know, if he goes 3 or 4 yards long of the pin, you know, you don't want to go too far long because then it could trickle into the bunker.
He's got to be
shots up.
On the
Definitely committed to the distance.
Yeah, it's right in the bunker right here.
Jermaine, it looked like a pretty good contact, but the landing, it looked like it took a really firm bounce forward.
It's a big off, you know, he got a little lower than I would have thought. We have David Thomas playing up.
David Thomas getting ready to hit. He's got, I don't know how clear a line he has looking at that tree right in front of him. He's going to have to play it down. He's going to play it down the left side and just let it run to the green. He's going to try and get pin high with it, I imagine. But he's going to take it down the left side of that tree. But not a lot of green to aim at. Wow, what a great shot. See if it'll check up for him.
Yeah, very good shot right
really
there, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Thomas from behind the green.
He managed to cut that a little bit too. That was a nice low punch cut.
Here's Roger. He has about 25-yard pitch shot. Yeah, it's just come up just short of the green. Let's go over here. Let's see if we can get a good angle for Ruben's bunker shot right here. Yes, I think it may well be Roger away right now. You know, Ruben's going to play. A tough shot right here. He's very short-sided. Has about 4 yards of green to work with.
Wide open.
That's a good shot right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a very good shot right there.
Really good shot.
Great shot out of that track. Short-sided on the downslope. Not bad. Not bad.
You know, you look at David Thomas's shot, you look at what Ruben just did, you can't even look at what Jermaine had to do back behind the tree. You're in tough positions. You have to just sit there and commit to that swing. You have to decide what you're going to do and commit to it, because the moment you don't, they're tough enough shots already, but if they don't commit to it, there's just so much room for error. So shout out to these guys for hitting some really clutch shots around the green here.
Clutch shots in pressure-packed moments, indeed.
Jermaine Bowen ran over the green. Similar lie, it looks like, to Ruben's.
Yeah, Jermaine is more on the downslope right here. More on the downslope than Ruben.
All right, and it looks like he took it out and over and into the other bunker. So Jermaine will still be away. We're going to see if Roger wants to go ahead and come up and get on the green while Jermaine gets himself back over.
I believe he's laying 5 there, just off the fringe, indeed.
On the bag for Jermaine Bowen, team member, South Texas Match Play Challenge, Mark Chesky. Just so much support from the current team members. So much support from the friends out here. Everyone's ready to jump on a bag for somebody, support them, just have a conversation and just let them try and relax a little bit if you even can during this kind of situation.
You know, that is a great point right there, MD. You know, this is what the South Texas Amateur Tour is about. It's all about friendly competition. Everyone is great friends out here.
All right.
That's a pretty good out. I don't think he caught it exactly how he wanted, but it had enough roll. It got out way out there down the road and just left himself a putt. Roger Murray with putt. Just misses it left side.
Gave it a run.
Gave it a very good chance. This is not a time where you can afford to come up short. And with where everyone's kind of at, you just got to go for it.
So that would be for 7. We have a punch. This might be
Each one of these guys knows there is no tomorrow. Mark, an absolutely fantastic putter, helping out Jermaine with the line.
This is a
Jermaine
this is a 6 for 5 right here. I believe Jermaine's popping here. This is a 6 for 5 for Jermaine. We got Nate putting for 4. And we got Baruch putting for 4.
This is a putt for Jermaine right here. It's probably playing, if I would guess, a little bit down green, downhill.
Maybe a little quick.
What's this putt doing? From my angle, this looks relatively straight. It looks like he's going to want to break away to the right.
Yes, it may do with the low part of the green being right here by the bunker. I'd say maybe a little bit left to right.
He looks like he's gone straight at it, and yep, there's the green pulling it off to the right there. Comes up just a little bit short.
That's a hell of a read there, gentlemen.
Yeah, we've played these courses a few times.
Yeah, a time or two. I missed enough of those putts. I know what it's do.
David Thomas really taking a good look at this. Ruben. Looks like Ruben going to be up first.
Yes, I think Ruben's a little bit similar to Jermaine's putt. You know, I think it is going to maybe want to go a little bit to the right, down green.
It looks like Ruben's standing a little bit higher maybe than Jermaine was. He's a little bit more on the side of the hill. It might see a little bit more grab with that green. So he's going to have to play it a little bit further out.
Shot Ruben hit, he's got to deal with it. He had a great shot to get there.
Ruben, former South Texas match play team member. He's been in these positions before.
Yes, if I'm wrong, he was on the team last year, almost basing, correct?
That's correct.
That is correct.
You're correct.
That's a good putt.
Good looking putt. Get there.
Oh.
That is a rotation.
Yeah,
absolutely great putt.
That's a 5 right there, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a good putt. Now we've got David Thomas. This is a putt for par right up the hill. What does it look like over there, Steven?
It's a 5 net 5 for Ruben. I would say this is coming from the opposite side as Jermaine, so I'd probably say Jermaine wants to go a little bit right to left, back into the green, which is important right here.
Just going to have to commit to hitting it. Put it away. It's got enough speed.
That's a great putt. Yeah,
what a putt by David Thomas.
Wow.
Yes,
great
putt
there by David Thomas.
Fantastic up and down from David right there. Fantastic up and down.
He's been in this position before. He's been in the horse race before. He knows it's already showing to be a huge advantage for him.
Okay, we have Roger here. Probably
7 for 6, I believe. 7 for 6.
Roger Murray slams it
great
right
putt there.
Good
putt.
Had to have it.
Yep, had to have it. That's right.
Roger, I got that as 7 for 6. Yes. Okay.
And this is a 7 for 6 as well, I believe, for Jermaine. And if Jermaine is stroking here as well, this is do or die for Jermaine. He's got to make.
No.
Well, oh, he is picking up the mark. smart. Little confusion up here on the first green.
Was that not to tie
Advance
right there?
to hole number 2. Roger Murray,
I mean,
Kenny
that was a
Thompson,
7
and
for 6.
Ruben Ramirez on to 2. Jermaine Bowen.
I think he makes that. That's 7 for 6.
On to number
And
2.
then, no, he was putting 7 for 6.
Just give you a good look right here of all the fellow tour competitors out here supporting right here, ladies and gentlemen.
We are rolling in number 2. The carts are moving along. We've got about 30 people following. Number 2 has a good pin. It is back. It is back today. On the left side of the green, it's nice and shaded over here, Steven. You got to think the shadows are going to maybe play a difference. Really good view from back here.
Yeah, we have MD driving up to the green to give the viewers a good look at what we got greenside. But you know, second hole at Brackenridge Park, from the tips, it's a very tough par
We
three.
are on to the second hole.
It is a very tough hole.
We're going to go in
It's
order.
playing just under 200 yards right now. You've got 2 big bunkers guarding, but that pin is far enough back. It's about 22 yards of space between the top of that bunker to that hole. That hole is tucked back on the slope. It's a difficult green to hit, and it is a tough putt to try and drop. And MD, let me tell you, from the tee box down here, that green is awfully shaded. There's a
David, the tee is yours.
It doesn't look very clear down there. You can see the flag poking up over the left side of that trap. But let me tell you, this is not an easy shot at this time of the day. The shadows are playing a factor. And it's playing downwind. You got adrenaline pumping. This is down off the right, I believe, MD. You're 100% correct. It's going to be really important for everybody teeing off. One, make sure they have enough to cover the bunkers, but also just kind of know where they're at with their adrenaline. I mean, that adrenaline is going to add 5+ yards. Your MD is leaving one short in the trap. If you leave one short in the trap, you are really short-sighting yourself. You've got to get one at least to carry 180 to get over those traps. 180.
And I've had the signal from caddy Brad Gilbert, fellow team member. This is a 6-iron for David Thomas.
Okay. See what he does here. He is zoned in. Definitely a little bit more wind than we had this morning. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Definitely more wind than we had this morning. I think Stephen Adams, what did you hit this morning?
I hit a 4-iron this morning, but I walked away with a par, so I hit the green 2-putt.
Yep. I think our entire group walked away.
That is it's a low
cutting back. Let's see if it's going to cover. Oh, he gets a good bounce.
Yes, he gets a good bounce.
Got over. So he is off the green. Listen, that is mission accomplished right there for David Thomas. He's putting some pressure on the other 2 opponents right now. But I'll tell you what, they've got to hit the green. But I'll tell you what, Dustin, our group today, myself, Stephen Evans, Dustin Weldon, Baldo, we all hit the green, but we all were maybe 10+ feet on barely. That putt coming all the way back is a long putt. It is a big breaker, and it is not easy to catch that ball down close to the hole. It's a very difficult 2-putt. So right up the middle of the green. There you go.
Good strike from Ruben, but it's a little bit to the right. It should be short right.
I got it coming in right over me.
Yeah,
a little bit of a bounce. He's right. We'll have a lot of short right in the rough. He's got plenty of room, and he's got all the green to work with. It is going to be a difficult chip because he's going to have to bring it back up and over. It is a.
I've seen Roger Murray up next. He's going to be off the same tee as David Thomas. So here we have it.
Ruben is very close to where Dustin Weldon was this morning. Dustin had an amazing up and down from there, so it is certainly doable.
Yes, I agree. Dustin Weldon's par this morning was extremely good. Here we go. Roger Murray about to pull the trigger. Breeze is picking up a little bit. It's a good strike. It's looking just left hand side of the green, maybe a little bit short.
He is up. It's
Short
just
and
short of the
right.
trap, MD. I can see it. It's on the upslope. He's just short. He'll be just fine right there. Chipping on the upslope, he'll be able to use that loft to help him. The ball will land soft. He's got a lot of green to work with. Not bad for Roger Murray there. I believe he's getting 2 shots on this hole.
I believe so as well. Here's
So
a good look
I
at
think
the
advantage
pin.
Roger Murray at this point.
100%. 100%. If he's short of the bunker and he's getting 2 strokes, that's
Yes.
huge. He's going to be a little short-sided, but he's still going to have plenty of green to work with for the most part. David
Let's
Thomas, I
remember,
would say,
we're
is
playing preferred lies, right, MD? So,
correct.
the ball's going to be in the hand. So while he's in the rough, he'll be able to pick it up, clean it off, set it preferably, and I got to think that favors him right here, MD.
Yes,
I mean,
I agree. The Roger Murray does get 2 strokes right here. The second hole at Bracknridge Park is stroke index 3. Not a lot of par 3s around here play stroke index 3. That just shows how tough the second
Excellent
hole
point,
at Bracken.
Stephen Evans.
It shows
Excellent
how soft this second hole at Bracknridge Park can
and
play.
I'm
It can play
standing
very
here.
tough.
And honestly, looking here from Roger's shot, now Roger has a little bit of green to work with, but more importantly, he's got a little bit of cover and a little bit of support from that slope that the pin has on the right side. So he can
MD,
play
I'm
it a little
walking up
bit more.
right behind you right now. I see exactly what you see. He has a little backstop there. I mean, if I'm Roger Murray, I'm licking my chops walking up here right now.
And here's a look at David Thomas's. David just short of the green. Again, he's looking straight down the line. It's all going to move right to left. He's going to have to play this pretty far out to the right. I would assume he's going to want to take a putter, but he's going to have to give it a little bit of pace coming out of the fringe, and he's going to have to take it up the hill with it curving and wanting to die down on the left side. So he's a great putter, though. We just watched him make a huge putt there on number 1. I think he's got a good idea what he needs to get done here.
Let's turn it over to Stephen over here. Stephen, what's Ruben got over there on the left side? Right
Ruben,
side?
I would agree. He's not as far right as, like MD said, Dustin Wellen was this morning. He's just short right of the bunker. Definitely has a lot of green to work with. This chip will play a little bit downwind. I would expect it to maybe land, 5 or 6 yards on the green and maybe release a little bit back over the slope right here.
Taking a good long walk up to the green. He looked at it, Stephen. I saw him right by you. I mean, they're looking at this long right now. They know it's important.
He's just got to have and commit to that landing spot. It's going to want to take off and roll down the side. It's pretty tough to hold that green from his position. He's going to have to come up just short of that hill and try and let it just catch and roll down. So let's see what he gets done with it.
A little bit chunky. He might just get just on the green, a couple of yards on the green right here.
He's on the green. He's going to have a look at it. It's not, it's going to be a difficult putt, but it's nothing that he wasn't already kind of planning for on the initial chip. David Thomas, though, getting ready for the same thing with Roger Murray. David's got back in the fringe. Really good. Very flat. I don't think he's going to be worried about a lot of bumping through that. He's just going to have to make sure it's the right speed coming out of that flat because it can be received. Roger Murray.
That's a good
great
shot
shot
right
by Roger Murray.
Great shot,
Excellent shot. He's got about 8 feet there. The putt's going to be breaking a little left to his right down the hill, but the advantage of Roger Murray.
Yes, I would agree. A little bit left to right. I think that's very similar to the putt that MD had today on number 2. Maybe Dustin Weldon, they had a very similar putt to that this morning.
Dustin made it from off the fringe. I made it from almost exactly where he's. It's going to want to break hard. It's commit to the line and put that ball into the back of the gun. Here comes DT now.
Just a perfect evening out here for golf, ladies and gentlemen.
Couldn't have asked for a better night. DT's put his way. He's got some good pace on it. He's got to move.
A little bit short. Yeah, that's a slow putt up that hill right there.
But you know what? He's below the hole. He's going to have a breaking putt. That's not a bad lead. And if I'm being honest, I think that putt is going to be substantially friendlier than what Roger Murray's looking at. DT's just got to put it.
Correct. He's going
Yes,
right
I would
up
agree
the
there.
wall.
Maybe
DT's got to
breaking.
probably go firm a cup right for DT.
Yes,
on the right
definitely got to be firm here, because if maybe a little bit outside of right, definitely got to be firm, because anything that is not hit very firm, the break and the grain is going to take that to the left.
Ruben putting for par here. He's got to take this up the hill, over the bow, and then back down. This thing is going to be breaking right to left the entire way.
He's got an extremely difficult putt here. It's uphill 2/3 of the way, downhill the last third. Breaking hard is right to left. Let's see what he does.
Ruben Ramirez for 3.
Ruben's putts away. It's fast. He's got to get that settled a little bit.
Yeah, that's
Not
okay.
bad. Not bad.
It's perfectly fine. He's going to have a nice uphill putt. He's already seen how it broke, so I think he's going to get some good knowledge from that. And again, he's a good putter, so he's got a lot of information from that putt. So I think we'll get something good from him coming back up. DT here is away. Again, this is up the hill into the grain. He's going to have to commit and hit this thing firm. It's going to break hard right to
A
left.
good look from right behind him. This putt is right up the head.
It
This
does.
is just something outside of the, not even possible. It's a little outside the club. He'll take the lead and go right.
David Thomas for 3.
He's got the speed. Does he have the line?
Just go right.
Just left. Foot and a half left. Past. Looks like he's going to mark.
He's gonna mark it. Good call.
No.
Good play.
Yes,
Good
no
rush.
need to rush it right here. Put a spot on it. Take your time. Clean the club face. Clean the ball.
Yeah.
The other reason too is he doesn't want to finish. He doesn't want to finish and give Roger a look either. Roger is right behind him.
In control.
That's a really good point, MD. That's a really good point.
I think there's some strategy to that too.
And this is Roger for 3.
This is a 3 net hole-in-one.
That's correct.
Putts away. Hit it firm.
Whoa. You're a little firm.
Okay.
He felt
2
good
feet.
about that.
2 feet left.
2 feet. He caught it on the edge. I think he needs to just. It's the same putt again. I mean, he committed to that putt. Had he been a fraction more to the left there, it's in.
It looks like David's moving.
Moving his
Sure, he
marker
puts it
back.
back.
Moving his marker back.
Yes, because he moved it so Roger could putt.
Ruben getting a look.
Everybody lays 3. Everybody lays 3, but Roger getting the extra stroke.
Ruben's putt coming up the hill looks relatively straight. He's going to have to hit this thing pretty firm. It might want to move just a hair to his left. These are the tester putts.
Yes. The 3-4 footers. Yes, that's a great putt right there, Ruben. That's it. 4 net 3 for Ruben Ramirez. 4 net 3, ladies and gentlemen.
And David Thomas is going to tap in here and just finish up this hole. Gave it a good run there to save his par, but just missed. And
okay, that is a 4 net 3.
That is 4 for 3 for David Thomas.
So it could be over right here, ladies and gentlemen. If Roger holds this, that'll be for 4 net 2. This could be over right here.
Murray will win it. It is over. It is over.
Welcome, Roger Murray, to the South Texas
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
great moment playing by Roger.
And a tie from David and Ruben at 4 for 3. The ties are both eliminated.
Congratulations, Roger Murray, on winning the 2023 South Texas Amateur Horse Race.
What an ending.
So that is our team complete, ladies and gentlemen. That's the
Team
2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge team complete. Roger Murray taking the horse race victory cookie.
Steven, listen,
Yeah.
he was in the driver's seat from the tee box here on number 2.
Yes,
He
I agree. You know, having
knocked one
a
up the
two
green.
strokes right
He was
here.
just rolling.
Yeah, especially getting 2 strokes right here.
Yeah.
Short left of the second at Brackenridge Park, short left. He was definitely in a good position.
Fun
right
fact,
there.
this is the first time the horse race has ended on number 2.
There we go.
horse
It
race
was
ended on number 2.
It was an early horse race this year.
And I mean, again, you want to talk about equity across the flights. You want to talk about keeping the game competitive. You had people from, I mean, all flights. You had a lot of great players making things.
Exciting
Roger
horse
Murray
race.
making the team is big.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your winner of the 2023 horse race, Roger Murray. Congratulations, Roger. Welcome to the team.
All right, everybody. That is the ambassador
Texas
team.
Match Play Challenge
That is
golfers,
Dustin
team
Hassan.
meeting in the
That
front of the
is
studio
Stephen Evans, MD here.
Great job,
signing off
MD. Great job,
from
Steven.
the horse race here, Brackenridge Park. Playoffs are done. We are on to the South Texas Match Play Challenge. We are on our way to Houston. Travis Salkowski,
Let's go.
any comments?
Woo! What a great season. What an awesome horse race. Brackenridge Park, Northern Hills, shout out to the trail maintenance. What great playing surfaces we had down the stretch for the playoffs. And again, Dustin said it on the first hole of the horse race. Equity across the flights on display today. The tour, a home for golfers of all levels. Next, we are on to the South Texas Match Play Challenge. High Meadow Ranch, 3 weeks. Stay tuned for more info right here on the Facebook page. Great job, you guys. Cover it.
Guys, thank you so much for hanging with us for the last hour and a half. We have our 2023 South Texas Match Play Challenge team decided. We are on to Houston. We are on to High Meadow Ranch.
It is time to reclaim the cup.
We're going to go get that thing back. This team is stacked. This team
Yes,
is
very
dangerous. This
stacked
team is
team.
hungry for a win. So lots of good stuff.
Hey,
guys, signing off. Thank you so much for watching. No podcast this Tuesday. We will be back the following Tuesday. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, everyone, so much for your support all year long. Thank you so much to the wives, the husbands, the girlfriends, everybody else who lets their significant other come out here, play some golf, compete, and have a good time.
Love it.
It just doesn't get better than this. Guys, we are now heading back to
The
the clubhouse,
Borglum room.
The
back to the
studio.
Borglum.
The first
And,
official team meeting is
yes.
right now. The
This is a
team is
great moment to
complete
come.
for 2023 with the addition of Roger Murray, triumphant on the second hole of the horse race. All 16 spots are filled.
Yes.
Everybody, shout out to Mike Dermanuelian, Dustin Hassan, and Stephen Evans right now for
My debut on the
for
podcast.
providing the best horse race coverage we've ever had.
Thought it was Nick Faldo out there.
Wow.
Yes. Nick Faldo, David Faraday in disguise, right?
David
Wow.
Faraday.
David
Amazing.
Oh, man.
Here we
Well,
are. We're
guys,
passing Roger right now. Roger Murray, the 16th team member.
It's setting in for him right now, right? He's walking back. It's setting in right now, right? He didn't even know it, Travis. He made that putt.
I know. I think that makes that
did
putt
not knew it.
easier, right?
This
That
is a
makes that putt
Jason Cross
easier not
situation.
knowing.
Jason Cross did the same thing in the first horse race in 2018.
10 years
Roger
ago.
Murray continues that tradition. Didn't know, buried that putt. And
That is exactly right. 10 years ago, that putt from Jason Cross was now.
thank you.
It was 5 years ago.
I was
5 years ago.
I was not playing on tour 5 years ago.
5 years
I
ago.
mean, and let's also just take a moment to appreciate how beautiful this afternoon at Brack.
Oh my
Gorgeous.
goodness.
What
Yes.
an
So
amazing
beautiful.
walk back to the Pro Show. What an amazing walk back to the show.
This is definitely a better summer's evening in October right now than where I'm from right now.
It's terrific. What a beautiful evening. What a great horse race. What great ambassadors.
Yes.
And what awesome drama down the stretch today. Just the
Yes.
whole day it was jumping back and forth. It was tour champion Lazaro. No, now it's
Tour
Greg.
champion Greg, tour champion Seth,
Tour champion Jeremy.
Jeremy.
It was back and forth the whole day, and just to be driving to the Borglum to this first team meeting is such.
Never gets old.
It never
No.
gets old.
Just seeing all the
Never
team members
fucking
around the
gets old.
table,
Excuse my language.
it's,
The disclaimer was up.
I'm gonna check out, pick up a little bit. I'll see you guys in the meeting room in a minute.
All
Thanks
right.
for watching, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Guys, we are going to call it a day here at Brack. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following along at home. Thank you for cheering on all the players. Shout out to all of the players that made the playoffs. Shout out to all the players who played this 2023 season. We look forward to going to Houston, kicking some butt, bringing that trophy home.
Yes,
and before
sir.
you know it, it is
Let's go.
Monster Day. It's going to be Monster Day before we know it. But,
Peace out.
Thank you, guys.
Bye,
Big
everyone.
shout
Thank you
out
for
to
joining
Stephen
me.
Evans. Big shout out to Dustin Hassan. Guys, such an exciting day. We will be back live on the air next Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday, next Tuesday. And we've got lots to talk about as we roll into the South Texas Match Play Challenge. Guys, thank you for everything. Have a good night. Have a great Sunday. Go play some golf. And let's go get it done, boys.
Let's
We're off
go.
to Houston.
Peace.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yep. Good night.